Welcome to Gigi's Altered Objects. Thanks for visiting my channel. I've already shared with you the box that holds my new little book that I made. I did add a key to it. But here is the book that I made that fits inside of the box. These are my favorite types of projects to do. I love making mini albums to hold memorabilia, photos, journaling, and I very much enjoy using graphic 45 papers. For this project, I used the Master Detective papers, the whole collection with the Inferior cards, and this one did not come with stickers, but it did have the tags and envelope portion. So I kept the cover rather simple with a bow closure so that it would fit nicely inside the box. Put some metal filigree corners on both the front and back, and then use the same lovely paper. Well, it's a different pattern, but it's from the same company that I've been sharing lately. So that is the front and the back of the book. And on the first page, all of the glimmer is added in this project from using clear embossing powder and the heat gun to make the sturdy tuck behinds. So here's the first one, Who Done It. This has a Sherlock Holmes vibe to it. For the chair, this one is made out of air dry clay. The picture frames are made from the hot glue gun, and they're both painted with Art Anthology, and this color is called Leaf. Okay, so there's some tags that pull here as well. I left room behind the frames, and these are all fussy cut from the 12 by 12 papers. But I left room there to tuck pictures or your tags or journaling behind. And then this lifts up, closes with a magnet, and it opens this way. You have a pull for a photo, and on this side there's a tag to use as a photo mat or journaling, and then a little pocket with a tag pull, a little envelope with a tag pull. This size tag, I have to show you one of my favorite tools. So these tags, I can make any length just with this punch, and I just let the extra slide out of the top so that I can make it as long as I want. You can see this tag is much longer than the punch is, but you just have the material hang over the top like that. So I love this, and then it has a place here to go in and make your hole, and then on this side you can attach your metal eyelet right there. So that is one of my favorite tools. I use it all the time. I picked it up at Joann's, but I'm pretty sure that I've seen them at Michael's as well. Okay, then the second page opens up like this, and I just fussy cut the little pulls, and again, all that was from the 12 by 12 paper. I got the 12 by 12 paper and also the 12 by 12 pattern paper that goes along with the Master Detective. And then there's a larger mat behind these, and it says Elementary, My Dear Watson. And they're supposed to be on a train here, so I added the little train strips at the bottom. I just love all the details in the graphic 45 papers. It's just so much fun to work with. All right, and then these pages, this one opens up, this one opens down, kind of has a skeleton theme going with it. Here I made little places that turn. When you have things that open up and down like that, often your tags will want to fall out, so you have to find some way to hold them both at the top and the bottom. So that's why that's there. And of course, when you remove it, you have room for pictures there as well. So I did the same thing here. And then there's a little side pocket here and a little side pocket here. I fussy cut that skeleton out of, again, the 12 by 12 paper. And then this page opens like this, and I've included some of my favorites, a page that looks like a little door, plenty of room for photos here. Flip the magnet open, the doors open up. So here, again, with the clear embossing powder is how I gave the bottles the sheen, and it makes it much sturdier. And then you have all this place to tuck your amphora and tags here. Again, on this one, sometimes things want to fall out the top, so I left room under the bat, so the bat's legs can help keep things in place. And these, again, just some little cut aparts from the collection. And I used one of the little postage stamps to make a little mini book. And pretty much the same thing on the other side, just a different fussy cut pocket. And the book's a little larger. I cut out one of the magnifying glasses and just put the clear embossing powder here to make it look like the magnifying glass. And so it also has a little book on this side. And then in the middle, I have larger bottles. These were made with a Tim Holtz die cut. And what I did is I just freehanded a larger bottle underneath. So here's one that was cut with the die cut. And then I cut a larger one under to create a pocket, because I wanted the pocket big enough to hold the original size. And then I just added the topper as a little pull. And there's one on this side as well. This one is just pop dotted up there for some dimension and decoration, but both sides have the little spiders, and they're held on with magnets, so you can put photos behind there. So this is my little poison room, is what that is, behind the closed doors. On this side, I have just a place for photos and a little photo mat. I call this my stuffed pocket, and it's exactly that. On both sides, it's stuffed, going from smallest. So there's one of the little postage stamps. A tag I made. This is with the Graphic 45 die cut, not my punch. And just a little envelope that I had in my stash. Always trying to find a way to use those up. Graphic 45 envelope. And then there's a second pocket, and there's a little bag back here, and then one of the longer tags that I did make with my punch. And it's pretty much the same on the other side. I just tried to layer the different colors so that you could tell how stuffed everything was. I found these little corners in my stash and thought they really fitted the whole vibe of the book. So the other side is pretty much stuffed the same way. Here on the telescope or spyglass, we have a little card, place for photos. And here we have a pull, so you can see you can put a photo behind there. You can put a photo on the little pull here. And then I like to also include a waterfall, because it gives so much extra space for photographs. And it usually just uses up the little bit of extra paper that I have on hand. This one says Sinister Secrets and Dastardly Deeds. I was considering putting that on the front of the book, but then I decided that I would just put it here. So if you like my project, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more projects, you can visit my website. It's Gigi's Altered Objects, www.gigisalteredobjects.com. Thank you, and happy crafting.